So today I'm sitting here with such a dynamic leader, a scholar, and a champion of personal and professional growth. He is currently serving as the Director of Player Pathways and Enrichment for Monumental Sports Entertainment. With over an entire decade of impact across elite sports organizations, including the NFLPA, UFC, and Kansas City Chiefs, this doctor right here has carved out a legacy of excellence in leadership development, DE&I strategy, and athlete empowerment. There's so much I can touch on, but he did a phenomenal job on this panel. He went so in depth about player development, but we want to go more in depth into him. So can you talk a lot or just give us an overview about how you grew up and how that's relating to this space today?
Thank you. And I appreciate the words. um, for me, I am parents of immigrants. My parents moved from Nigeria a year before I was born and reared in Atlanta, Georgia, and had a love for football at an early age. So thought I was going to play professionally like a lot of other individuals, who were youth players. And in high school, I actually tore my ACL in one of my knees, rushed back too soon, and hurt the other knee as well. So I quickly realized that my playing days were coming to an end, and I needed to think about what was next for me as an individual. Um, the value of education was instilled in me at a very young age by my immigrant parents, and so I had always had that to fall back on. Shout out to my parents. Uh, and so what I realized though was that although I wasn't playing anymore, I still wanted to be around and within the sports space.
Okay.
I didn't quite know what or how I wanted to do that. I actually went to Georgia Southern University where I received my undergrad and thought I wanted to be a physical therapist. Right. And so I was like, okay, well, I can't, play any longer. I got hurt. Maybe I'll work with other athletes who are in a similar position, help them get back on the field, even though I wasn't able to. And so went through my program, did all of that. And when it was time to go to, my master's or doctoral program, believe it or not, missed the application date by a week to the program of my dreams. And so at that point, I had to pivot. It was either I wait another year for this exact program to open up and be a part of that, or we think what we're going to do now in this given moment. And so I ended up going to a graduate program at the University of Central Florida, the DeVos Sports Business Management program. And at the time, and still to this day, one of the top sports management programs in the world, actually. And so we ended up getting our master's in sports business management as well as our MBA in 2 years. And one of the reasons why I chose that program specifically is because although the academic rigor was there, I had never seen a program where, regardless of what your grades were, in order to graduate and walk across the stage with your degree, you needed to complete in excess of 225 community service hours. As was implemented in the curriculum for the program itself. And to me, that was unique. I felt like, although I was from Atlanta, if I'm going to be doing my master's in the city, I'm taking from that city, I need to be giving back to it as well. And so
Right.
if it's built into the curriculum and the ethos of the actual program itself, it made sense for me. One of the best decisions I had ever made. And, I got a mentor within the program as that's provided as part of it. And I essentially did any and everything my mentor told me to do. Upon completing the program, I went to go work in the collegiate space because someone told me a long time ago, although you're wanting to be in the NFL, there are a lot more universities and college programs than there are NFL teams.
Right.
Right. And so that just made sense. You know what I mean? The math was math.
Okay.
And so I started at the university level working with student athletes. Ultimately got the opportunity to work for Coach Andy Reid in the Kansas City Chiefs right here in Kansas City, where I have some very fond memories and really awesome years of my life. Met my wife, my son here, and I got married here. This city will always mean something truly special to me. So to be back here and doing this is a really humbling and surreal opportunity to not only continue to provide to this space with regards to rigor, expertise, and just experiences, but then also help the next generation of sports and entertainment leaders as well. So, long story short, we did NFL, we done NHL, we spent some time in soccer, started a consulting company, and even got our PhD. So I made a promise to my 9-year-old self way back when that I would be a doctor. At the time, thinking it was going to be a brain surgeon. Freshman anatomy and physiology, and seeing where babies come from. Changed that one for me. But yeah, we were able to finish our PhD a little over a year ago, and are now, over a team of 5 working in the NBA with 3 different sports teams, and really trying to impact the lives of those you see day in and day out and continuing to serve.
And so, going throughout the basis of this journey, I think a lot of us as athletes face the harsh reality of, without sports, who am I?
Yeah.
So I want you to dive deeper into the identity crisis that's going on in the departments now,
Yeah.
and how you're facing that headstrong.
I'll give you one even better. I'll dive into the identity piece of someone like myself as a sports professional who is working for a league or who is working for a team, and being wrapped up in that and spending so much time, energy, and effort helping to cultivate the experiences outside of the sport for others, but then not thinking about it for yourself and what that means. And so obviously we're helping them transition into being professionals, into being fathers, mothers, businessmen, community leaders. But at the same time, we're going to transition ourselves and being fathers, husbands, leaders, and all of those different rights as well. And so just like they're not going to be playing for one team forever, we're not going to be working for one team or for one league forever. And if we get too wrapped up in our own selves as to we are only this, that doesn't put us in the best position to continue to be who we need to be for ourselves, for those we serve, and for our families. And so being able to tap into that well personally allows me to really be intentional and really be thoughtful around how I have the conversations and create the different programs and pathways for the athletes that I work with.
And so, to wrap this up, intention and thoughtfulness, that had to go into how you've crafted your more freer days, right? Leading into the season.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me what beyond the field means to you?
Yeah. Beyond the field to me, and I thank Ed for creating this platform, is not only the concept of creating avenues for athletes to be the best versions of themselves off their playing surface, but beyond the field also resonates and means to me the platform and the processes for individuals who truly want to make a change in the lives of the people that they work with and the people that they serve, whether it's at the AAU level, the high school athletic level, the collegiate athletic level, or professional sports. We're not just doing a job. We're not just helping in making the lives easier and better for those that are playing as athletes. By us creating platforms and spaces for them to be better versions of themselves,
Yep.
we're also better in society because the youth look to them in all regards. And so the quicker and sooner we can make them better role models for their families, for their communities, and society as a whole, the better we'll be as our youth continue to grow and continue to watch and emulate them and everything that it is that they do, both on the field and beyond the field.
So, thank you for coming.
You.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence, and I wish you much success throughout your journey.
Thank you so much. I wish you the same, and I appreciate the time and sitting down with me. It's been a pleasure, and travel safely.
Thank you.